Hello and welcome back to another Out of Spec Reviews video, and welcome to Wolfsburg, Germany, where I can finally show you the Volkswagen ID. Buzz. It's the first time I'm seeing this vehicle in person, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour front to back, and then hopefully very soon we can find a way to drive it. I know press drives are happening quickly, and we're going to do our best to see if we can get a drive in for you guys. No promises, but let's go take a look at the ID Buzz. I'm just so thrilled for this. I cannot wait. Can't believe we got to be able to bring a film of this to you guys. Hope you're excited as well. I don't really need to give you the whole history on the Buzz. I think everyone knows about this vehicle. They know about the whole ethos of this as well. Underneath is MEB, so very similar to ID3, ID4, ID5. We've reviewed all of these vehicles. Maybe this will go up before our ID5 stuff, but we're driving one right now. It's pretty neat. Different size chassis and different size battery packs. We know at least for sure that it's going to get a 77.4 kilowatt hour battery pack, similar to ID4, ID5, and even ID3 you can get with this battery pack, but most of them are the 58 kilowatt hour versions. There's going to be two chassis lengths. This is the smaller one, which is really for Europe. In the US, we're going to be getting the long wheelbase. Why does it need to be longer than this? This is pretty huge. I mean, just the size of this thing seems so perfect. So I guess in the US, we're going to get an even bigger one. Might be good for van life at that point. So that's going to be pretty interesting. There are rumors of a 100-ish kilowatt hour battery pack going into this, but nothing's been confirmed. I'm pretty sure we're going to get it only in the longer wheelbase. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think we'll just start out with the specs and then I'll give you more impressions of everything. There's an orange one here and this blue one here. We're at Autostadt. Door didn't open. There we go. Take a look back here. There was a lot of hubbub online about the charging port not opening with the door. So if you come in over here on this side, you'll see the big charging port and it opens, but it doesn't hit the door when it's open, which is pretty nice. Type 2 charging on this particular one. In the US, we'll have J1772, of course. It'll do 11 kilowatt AC, just like ID4 does in the US. And then I think it'll get the newer battery pack, at least in the 77 kilowatt hour version, that will do 175 kilowatts, I think, rated. 170, but we've seen 180 in ID5 delivered to the car, but it was running air conditioning and some other stuff. So that's pretty good. 400 volt system architecture, not the most class leading, but does it really need to be? I'm not totally sure. I think it's more about a lifestyle piece. It's a cool thing. We don't know price. My guess is it's going to be expensive, and it should be. I was talking to some of the Volkswagen people about this, and my thought process is this could be $80, $90, $100,000 maxed out. People are going to buy it. And I get, you know, we want cheaper EVs for everyone, and that's an argument, of course, right? But when you think about production capability, this is such a hot topic. It's hard to mass produce cars right now, and chip shortages and logistics issues. Make nice ones, make them expensive. People will still buy them. Take a look at how huge this liftgate is. This has to be one of the biggest liftgates in any production car. Now, I don't think I can actually tell you who makes this liftgate, but if you watch our channel, maybe you would know. One of our favorite sponsors makes this liftgate. Anyway, take a look at this nice shelving back here. I think this is an accessory version that's available, which is pretty sweet. So all of this is back here. There's another orange one. We'll insert a little clip of us taking a look at that one here in a second. Didn't have this. We thought that was the long wheelbase. It actually wasn't. This is just the small ones. I don't know why it needs to be any bigger than this. It's super duper cool. Guys, I'd like to thank Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Fund for sponsoring today's video. Now, we've told you about what they're doing over the last few weeks, and it's actually super exciting. They are giving away a Rivian R1T Launch Edition that they already have possession of, and they're ready to give it to you as soon as someone wins this raffle. So here's the deal. They are undersold. They've only sold about 1,700 tickets out of 4,000, which means if you already have purchased a ticket with them or you're thinking about doing it, your odds may never be better. So head to evraffle.org and purchase a ticket so you can soon, hopefully, win a Rivian R1T. Let's say you don't want a Rivian R1T, you can also choose to opt for a Tesla. You could go for a fully optioned Model S or Model X Plaid. they give you $135,000 worth of Tesla credits for you to go spend. Pretty incredible. Anyway, thank you so much to Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Funds for sponsoring today's video. Go buy a ticket. Your odds will never be better to earn and hopefully win one of these awesome vehicles. Everyone's going to want to see this, the ID Buzz. This is super exciting, of course. Very cool vehicle. Vans are cool again. Look at this interior. This is a much better spec than the one that we did the full tour with, Jordan, don't you think?
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, more specs. Should we get into it? My guess is most of them in the US will have this 100-ish kilowatt hour battery pack. It's going to be rear wheel drive, 150 kilowatt motor on the back. It's the same ID4 motor. Maybe one day we'll see them introduce an all-wheel drive variant, which will bring it up to about 300 horsepower. Again, about, I don't know, what is that, 220 kilowatts, something like that. Door materials, thunks, clothes, it all fits together really nice, really cool. Love the design. One thing I was a little bit concerned about, in photos at least, was this gap area up here. And in person, really a non-issue at all. It looked very weird in the photos, but here it's totally fine. Also, you can see where they put their driver assistance camera over here in the windshield. The reason this is here so the windshield wiper can actually get to it, which is, I think, pretty freaking cool. Front end, wonderful design. I actually don't even mind the little radar unit down there. I think that's a good approach. Very ID style headlights. One thing that's very popular in Europe are these multi-vans. I don't know if you can see this one over here. Those keep driving by and I go, oh my gosh, an ID Buzz. It's not. This is the ID Buzz. And it's a totally different front end shape. But those are plug-in hybrids and still pretty cool. We don't get anything like that in the US. This whole front end here, again, this is just an impromptu video. I didn't expect that we'd be able to bring a full tour to you, so forgive just me being so excited about this whole thing. The whole front end is such an odd design. You have this giant sort of A-pillar window right here, and then the door itself is relatively small compared to the size of it, I would say. Really like the interior combination, bringing in the exterior color in here. It is an option to have different colors, of course, and things like that. The rear doors, yeah, I mean, I think those need a little bit of fine tuning. This is a pre-series model, of course, and it's in a auto showroom here at Autostadt, so it's just getting climbed in and out of all day, but just so cool to be able to take a look at this stuff. Are you guys excited about this as much as I am? Because I can't wait to be cruising around in this. Now, if the US version is a little bit longer with a bigger battery pack, it's hard to say how much range it'll have. I don't know. This one's showing 333 kilometers projected at 69%. The screen just went away, so you won't be able to see it. But it seems pretty good. Why don't you guys hop in the back here? I'm going to jump in the front seat. Let's take a look at some of the software stuff just to see what we have going on. So we have ID4 steering wheel. We have the little screen in this one, which actually works pretty well. Still no backlighting here. Let's see, software-wise, I think we're on the older software. This one, status, how far has this car been driven? Oh yeah, older software. Come on. Yep, this is where it would show us our mileage, but it's not showing us. So it might be on pre-series stuff where it's actually not even showing totally everything. If I go here to charging, you can see it recommends charging to 80% every day. Some of the text isn't lining up on here, so you can set it up to 100% down to 50%. We'll go to 80. Nice, looks pretty good. Air vent wise, yeah, that works. Nice, so air vents come through. I really like these squares on the air vents. That's pretty sweet. I can open and close the rear door from here. Don't even have to hold it. That's pretty sweet. If I close this door, yeah, and here we are. First time sitting in the Buzz. Wow, massive, expansive cabin out front. Just wonderful how much space there is in front of you. And it's similar to ID4 and ID5 where you have this quite a large dashboard, but here it's very interesting. You cannot see the front of it at all. And this hump where the driver assistance camera is does obstruct some vision down here. So it's actually kind of hard to see what's low to the ground. I suspect a lot of people might be doing this kind of reaching, looking movement. Now the big question is there a surround view camera? The shifter is quite interesting. You see this? It's on this stalk that goes back to front and then park here on the end. The key's not in here, so it's not going to work. Yeah, and it starts yelling at me in German. I don't even know what any of this means, but it's not happy. Oh, I opened up that door by accident. That could be an interesting... Do you see what I did there? I basically went here to push to pull this open. You gotta be careful with that. You could hit off on the doors. So here we are, cup holders. Quite a chunky unit for some cup holders, I have to say, and a little... That's not a good feeling piece, is it? You can see some lights up ahead. Can you dim them? If I push and hold and let go, you can dim them. That is nice. So dimmable lighting throughout. We have servicing, information, doors, lights to turn off, and then you can turn all of the interior lights on or off at that point. Really nice storage cubby right over here. Fairly normal sized glove box on that side. USB-C port in the passenger door. This one's the trunk switch on the driver's door.
And there's blank things back here.
There's blank ones back there, yeah. No USB ports in those, Jordan? Nope. Okay, interesting. Yeah, center console looks to be pretty neat, I would say. Nothing crazy. There's a little switch that makes it look like maybe this is removable. Yes, it is. Look at that. I've just pulled it out. And then it just latches, yeah, right back in. How about that? Armrest, totally adjustable, just like ID4. The position, the driving position's great. The pedals are exactly where you'd expect them to be. The steering wheel's at a really nice angle. The seat's comfortable. You can get massaging seats. This one doesn't have it, but the orange one that we showed you does have it. And all around, what a nice cabin. Wish you could get a giant glass roof for it. I don't believe it's available, but I think it would be neat. And it's kind of like, is it a minivan or is it a status symbol? Or is the answer yes to both of those? To me, it's something where you're showing you're young, you're fun, you're interested in future mobility, but also having a good time and a lighthearted feel. But also it's quite a useful vehicle. It's large in here. No question you can put a family in here, go on a trip without any issues at all. If we pull down from the top, yeah, it's just general stuff. Hell and so day and night, I guess. Day is hell. Is that the correct translation?
It was yesterday. It's so hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It was very warm yesterday for sure. So we're really enjoying this Buzz so far. I think I'm going to take a final look around it. One video I recommend to our audience to watch, by the way, just because we don't have sort of exclusive all that much time with this, is if you want to see all of the buttons, switches, and all of the little hidden buzzes all over, for example, like, and the little fun things, like there's a smiley face behind the door handle on that side over there, take a look at Doug DeMuro's video. I think he did the best walkthrough of anyone on this thing. Well, there you have it. That's the ID Buzz. Just my first time seeing it. I thought I would just bring you along. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be one heck of a cool vehicle. Not a performance vehicle, but just a, is it the first cool minivan that's ever existed? I think so. I think it's really awesome. Can't wait to see what people do with them, modify them, put surfboards on it, go have a good time. It's a feel-good vehicle for a feel-good time. And yeah, really can't wait to drive it and talk about all the nerdy stuff, bring all the stats to you. It's all to come. Just a quick preview of the ID Buzz. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to the AutoStat for letting us film it, and we'll see you on another video soon. Bye-bye.